Today I wanted to do a fun video and share what is in my current tech bag. Wow, as I'm carrying it, it feels kind of huge. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ike, and if you're not, welcome back. I thought it would be fun to run through some of the tech that I'm currently using. While my channel is not about tech, I am a bit of a tech girly. I do like to share from time to time what I'm using to help with my YouTube journey and my content creation. I have been vlogging so much in the last couple of weeks and working up the courage to put myself out there, and purely for the joy of just documenting my life and romanticizing my day-to-day in Sydney, and it's been quite fun. Also, I've been going to some cute cafes for solo dates to do a bit of editing just so I can switch it up. So it's been really handy to have everything organized in my tech bag. So let's get started. I've taken everything out for now just so I can show you the bag. I'm currently using the COS oversized quilted crossbody bag. I've done a full review on this, and as you can tell, I'm still loving it as my go-to travel bag, but I think it is also a perfect tech bag. I love the fact that it has padding and cushion on here just so it protects all of my camera gear and my laptop. And I also like that it's quite stylish. I feel some tech bags look very, what's the word? I feel like some tech bags look very structured and don't really reflect my overall vibe and personality, whereas I think this is so pretty. There is just so much room in here. It will definitely fit like a large 15-inch laptop. There are about 2 big pockets in here. There's one on the side and one here with a zip in there, as well as a secret squirrel pocket on the side. This is probably for your passport or keys. The shoulder straps also have a bit of padding. It's also quite comfortable to carry as well, even if it is a bit heavy with all of my tech gear. So definitely check out the full review on this bag if you're interested to find out more. It's a great everyday travel bag as well as my current tech bag. Let's start off with cameras. I did a review a couple of months ago between the SONY ZV-E10, which is what I'm filming on today, as well as the SONY ZV-1. And while I definitely prefer the ZV-E10 for sit-down filming videos, the SONY ZV-1 is hands down my favorite vlogging camera. If I need to be out and about vlogging, that is my go-to. I keep the camera in a little pouch. I feel that sometimes camera bags can look quite ugly, so I just use a makeup case to keep my camera gear. My version of a camera bag. This is still my go-to camera for vlogging. I just like it because it's so tiny. I have such small hands, but this fits quite comfortably. It is so compact, lightweight, and it's just so simple to use. I just set it on auto and just start filming. The onboard microphone to the SONY ZV-1 isn't bad either. So if you are in a pinch, it is perfectly fine. I mean, it won't be as loud and as crisp as having the Joby microphone, but the onboard microphone is perfectly fine, especially times when you don't want to have a big fluffy thing sitting on top while you're trying to vlog as well. I find that the SONY ZV-E10 is perhaps just a bit too big for me, and I've recently invested in a new lens, so it makes the camera slightly bigger. So for that reason, I've just stuck to the SONY ZV-1 for vlogging. The only downside is that the battery life on this sucks. So I always make sure that I keep a couple of spare batteries on hand. I would say it still lasts probably about 20 to 30 minutes of solid filming. It definitely won't last all day, but so long as I have a few batteries, it works just fine. If I had to choose between the two, I probably would choose the SONY ZV-1, purely because it's so compact and simple. I can see why this camera is so popular for beginners and vloggers. It's just a great little size camera. I just love this camera. The next camera that I always have on hand, and I've talked about this so many times on my channel, and that is the Insta360 GO 3. I love this tiny little camera. It is perfect for vlogging, especially if you are a beginner and you're still building up some of that confidence to try and vlog in public. This is so tiny. It's smaller than my iPhone, and sometimes people don't even realize that it is an actual camera. So I don't feel self-conscious using this because it's so discreet. Also, what I love about this is it does actually give that full wide angle lens. It can also create that ultra wide fisheye lens if you're looking for different looks and feel for your vlogs. And surprisingly, what has impressed me about this is that the microphone audio is pretty good. You can't actually put an external microphone onto this. Well, I've certainly never tried. I don't think you can, but the audio quality coming out of this tiny little camera is actually pretty good. I want to do a quick comparison to test out the quality between this and the iPhone. I know it's a bit apples and oranges, but just wanted to get a sense of the audio quality as well as the picture quality. Another thing is that the battery life is quite impressive. I've not had too many issues with this. It definitely lasts longer than my Sony ZV-1, so it's a good backup. However, some of the downsides for this camera is that the buttons aren't very responsive. What I mean by that is, like, when you press record, stop, play, it's not as fast and reactive as an iPhone or perhaps as using my camera. There's a bit of a 2-3 second delay. So if you're looking for something to quickly whip out, quickly point and shoot, it doesn't really quite work like that. It takes a little while to warm up. That can be a bit challenging, especially if you just want to quickly take a clip of something, in which case I tend to not use my Insta360 GO 3. The other thing I'm really bummed about is that it doesn't record in 4K. If the video quality was a bit higher, this would make it one of the best action cameras on the market, but because it's still recording at about 2.7K, I just wish that the video quality was a little bit better, but it's okay. I'm willing to compromise because this thing is so fun to use and I can get some really dynamic footage just using this camera. What I love most is that you can pop this out and pretty much pop this almost anywhere. It is so cool and so fun to use, and I've been really enjoying experimenting. That is my other camera that lives in my tech bag. My next camera that I carry with me is essentially my iPhone 13 Max Pro. I would say that I film about almost 50% of my vlog footage on my iPhone. It's just so easy to use and always on hand, and it's always a great backup if my camera ever dies on me. So I still will always reach for my iPhone for most of my content and vlogging footage. I recently picked up this cute little case. These curves actually make it easier for me to hold my iPhone. It makes it more comfortable to hold. And this is my current screensaver. This is also the same screensaver on my laptop. So I'm currently manifesting all things content creation, holidays. We are hoping to go to Japan later this year. So if you ever have a goals or vision board or mood board, I highly recommend trying to put it on your phone because it is a great reminder every single day. So that is my third camera. So let's move on to camera accessories. I've tried so many tripods, but my current favorite and go-to is this Ulianzi one. I don't know if you can see that. And of course it is in white. I just like how small this is, and it fits in my little tiny hands. Whenever I'm looking for a tripod, I always try and find one with a rotating ball head that can easily move around, as well as something that extends. So that's always handy. And these little feet that come out, it's just ideal for filming if I need to put this on a surface. This is definitely strong enough to hold up a small point and shoot camera, but I probably wouldn't recommend it for a larger camera or a camera with a detachable lens. I just feel like that might be a little too heavy for this, but this is perfect for popping in my bag. Let me show you how cute she looks all set up. So as you can see, it just turns out to be a very small vlogging camera, and I just like how it's easy to just quickly maneuver the camera if I need to do it at an angle. Actually, this would be a good thumbnail. Next, let's talk microphones. My go-to microphone is actually the one I'm filming on right now, which is the Joby microphone. I'll do a shot of it so you can see. I have tried quite a few microphones in the last few months, but I always come back to this one because I think the audio quality is just so good. It is just so simple to use. There's no pairing that's needed, there's no charging that's needed. You just plug it in and off you go. And audio is so important, but you definitely don't have to invest a lot to get good audio. This one is cheap and cheerful and it always works. I've been experimenting with a couple of microphones lately, and I recently picked up the DJI MIC 2. How cute is that? It is so tiny. I thought it would look bigger, but it's so small. I'm still experimenting with this, so I can't give a full review, but so far I've found some really good use cases. I'm currently moving, so I'm doing a lot of empty apartment type videos and pack with me videos, and so I have this on hand from when I'm filming at a distance, and I find the audio has been okay, but I don't know, I think my voice sounds a little artificial on this. I don't know if it's just a case that I'm not used to hearing my voice through this microphone yet. I'm going to insert some clips for you here, and you guys let me know what you think, if you prefer the audio on just the point and shoot microphone or whether you prefer the audio on the DJI MIC 2. Oh, and one last thing I've picked up recently to help with making better videos is this DJI mic. Let me know if the audio sounds better. I think it sounds slightly better. And of course, I picked it up in this pretty white color. It's almost like a little accessory with this little fluff thing. I'm still trying to figure things out, so please bear with me, but I'll definitely provide an updated thoughts on this microphone in the next few weeks or so. But I've been really enjoying testing this out, and I always feel a bit more legitimate when I'm like talking into this microphone because my hands have something to do now, so I do like that part of it. In my tech bag, I also carry my laptop. I'm still using my MacBook Air. That's my matching vision board. It pairs together with my phone. I do all of my editing on my laptop, use Final Cut Pro on here for my long form content videos as well as my short form content. I just find it's so much easier to edit on a laptop than it is my phone. I do enjoy having a laptop for editing because I can edit at the dining table or on the couch. I do think after a while my eyes are getting strained with this small screen, so I'm contemplating whether I should get a dedicated display. I've been eyeing the Apple display, but I've heard mixed reviews, so I think I might hold out on that. But so far, still using my MacBook Air for all my editing. And I keep it in this cute little case. And I keep it in this cute little case for extra padding. Moving along, I keep all of my other accessories in a little pouch here. I also have my LaCie hard drive. This has all of my videos that I've ever made on YouTube. I back it up on a second one, but everything lives on this hard drive. My one advice is if you are investing in external hard drives, try and fork out for the biggest one you can get, because vlogging footage can take up a lot of room after a while, and these things fill up so fast, and there is nothing more annoying than having to switch between different external hard drives to get footage from past vlogs, etc. I think this is the 5 terabyte one, and it is huge. I've got about 3 or 4 of these, and I've put some little nail stickers on there. Not sure if you guys can tell, just so I can tell them apart as to which ones they are. I probably should get some labels on it, but for now I can just tell the difference through the nail stickers. So that's always in my bag as well, especially when I'm editing at cafes. I need my external hard drive. And then I will always have my earphones with me. I have the AirPod 3. These usually last pretty much half a day for me. In case they run out, I also am old school and like to have my wide earphones because they never run out. I never have to worry about charging them. There is nothing worse in sitting at a cafe trying to edit and you don't have earphones. So I always make sure I have these as well. I also just always have a pouch with me with all the cords and chargers, because there is nothing worse than having no power and no juice while I'm out editing. So I will just use a makeup case or a pouch that I have lying around just to keep all of that organized in my actual tech bag. Other items in my tech bag, I always have my makeup case that lives in any bag that I take out with me. If you've seen any of my other videos, a lot of these items will be quite familiar, but I'll see if there's anything new-ish that I can show you. I have still been loving the Jisoo honey infused hair perfume. This is my go-to daily perfume as well as my hair perfume. I just love how fresh and summery this smells. And how cute is the bottle? It just looks so pretty on my bathroom vanity as well. Oh, and I also recently picked up the Jisoo honey infused lip oil. This is in watermelon sugar. It is a light bubblegum pink lip gloss with little sparkling shimmers in there. It pretty much runs clear once you actually swatch on the lip gloss. So I couldn't wear this alone because I don't really like just clear lips. I need to have a bit of color, so this would be great on top of a lipstick. And also it smells like watermelon, like those lip smackers that I used to have growing up. So that is also currently in my makeup bag. And last but not least, I also carry a water bottle with me. Every year I collect the Starbucks Japanese cherry blossom range, and this is the one from this year. I like it because you can open it from the very top to fill up your cup, but it also has the little bottle there. I love this so much that I brought a backup. You can switch between the two. You can have it as a water bottle or you can have it as a tumbler with the straw that comes with it as well. I take one to work and I keep one at home on my bedside table. But every year I make sure to collect these. I just love the range and I just think the colors are just so pretty. So that is all that's in my tech bag. If you enjoyed this video, then definitely check out one of my more recent videos around YouTube advice for beginners and some of my secret tips for staying motivated. I'm so proud of that video. Even if it helps one person out there, then I know it was worth all the effort. If you're on a similar YouTube journey, do consider subscribing as well so we can grow on this platform together. I hope you're having an amazing day no matter where you are in the world, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.